Hey, what's up? What's up, world? Um, yeah, I was wanting to tell y'all about. There's some people asking me about meditation, right? And because I had said something before about that I meditate and that's the way I connect to the architect of the universe, to the God that made everything. And and if you guys want to know about it, I can get you started. You're not gonna be able to do this on the first try, right? It's not something that's easy um, to achieve, but I could get you started, and that's gonna be like the main thing is for you to get started. Um, so um, see, we don't breathe. You have to control your breathing because we don't breathe right. You know what I'm saying? We always try to like breathe like with our chest. You know what I'm saying? So we won't look fat or whatever. It's just it. It's really like we try to yeah, like we try to look good in front of people and stuff like that. So we really breathe the wrong way. See, God, he's so he's so amazing, right? And when he makes us function with all our functions. He makes us run smoothly, right? But like I say, we tend to adopt like a certain thing, even though it's not the right thing or it's healthy for us, but we do it to try to look good or whatever the reason might be, right? Um, and a lot of things you always got to look back at nature, like you know what I'm saying. So whenever you want to know how you're supposed to be breathing, look at a baby. Look at a baby when he breathes. You know what I'm saying? When he's sleeping, he's gonna breathe good all the time. He's gonna breathe how he's supposed to breathe all the time, anyways. So if you pay attention to it, to a baby, you're gonna see his stomach is gonna, whenever he starts breathing, his stomach is gonna start swelling up from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna go back down. So a technique that I learned that works for me. There's a lot of different ways, right? And I'm gonna tell you what works for me because I found it the easiest, right? So you gotta imagine. Let me see if I. You gotta imagine like your stomach is like this cup, right? And so the cup is like will be down here, right? So you will get it. You will get in a comfortable position. I actually put like the bottom of my feet, like this part. You know what I'm saying? I put it like that, like that, right? Kind of like making a four, and and I extend my arms. I kind of always put them like this, or if I want to cross, like if I want to lay them on my body, I will only lay my two hands like on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because the less weight you put on there, the easier it's gonna be for you to breathe. Don't put your hands right here. Don't cross your hands like that. You either open them, you know what I'm saying, or if you got space, you open them like that, like this, or if you have to, if you're more comfortable, like just put your hands on your chest, and so you will start breathing. You're gonna imagine when you start breathing, you imagine the air going in, right, and then it's going down, right, and then you imagine it hitting the bottom of your stomach, and then coming like to the front of it, and then just making it like a ball. You know what I'm saying? Just making like a circle like that. And so your goal is to make the bottom of it like go up first. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can show you like this. So it's gonna come down. It's gonna hit the bottom of my stomach, and then it's gonna come up, and then it's gonna roll like that, right? So kind of like, you're gonna do it a little bit slower than that, but that's the goal. And you're gonna be, once you start breathing, you're gonna kind of want to go slow. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to. For me, it works when I imagine it, right? So I imagine it like doing that, hitting the bottom and going back up, and then just feeling the bottom up and coming up, right? Then whenever you got in as much as air as possible, then you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna, and then the first like three exhales, you're gonna feel like warm. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that, and like through your nostrils. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like the steam from your machine working. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna let it all out, and it's at a pace. It's at a pace. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go slow. Once you get it all out, then you imagine again. You imagine again. You know what I'm saying? And you do that for 3 to 4 times. Once you do this for 3 or 4 times, then now, whenever you exhaling out your nose, it's not as hot as it was at first. And whenever that hot like air's coming out, you're gonna feel like you're back resting. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel because it's getting like that tiredness. You know what I'm saying? What do you call it? That tightness, yeah, out your muscles. You know what I'm saying? You're getting that old air up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And all right, so by the fourth time, you're gonna be relaxed. You're gonna be relaxed, and now you gotta keep going, breathing. But now, just as soon as you breathe, like let it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold it no more. Don't hold it for 4 seconds no more. And it's gonna be like it's gonna get easier as you do it. Okay, that's step number one. Um, so you're trying to get to a delta state, right? Delta state is a state in between sleep and awake. You know what I'm saying? That's the sweet spot. So so but see then the second step is gonna be hard. This is the step that you know what I'm saying, that is gonna you're gonna have to practice or make perfect. So so um so um the second step is gonna be to try to not think of nothing. But whenever you tell your mind to not think of nothing, it's not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? It's when it's gonna get stubborn and it's gonna think about a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might have not even been thinking about a lot of stuff, but once you tell yourself that you know what I'm saying, like you're trying to steal your mind, that's when it's gonna act up. It's like a little baby. It's gonna be like a kid at first. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell it don't do it, he's gonna do it. So so boom. Um, you tell yourself, all right, I'm gonna quiet my mind down. So boom, you're gonna get all these different thoughts, different thoughts, different thoughts. Um, so how I quiet myself down. Whatever thought comes, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, and I'm gonna see. Okay, then I'm gonna analyze it. Okay, why am I thinking this? You know what I'm saying? Um, and then you start unraveling it. Just say like something like maybe something about work, right? Maybe work, something, maybe like work came, or maybe since I'm writing a book, right? Maybe like that'll come into my mind, boom, and then I'll grab it. But you'll grab any idea, just the one. Whenever you tell yourself that, like quiet your mind down, and then a lot of them start coming. a lot of thoughts start coming, just grab one. It don't matter which one, just grab one. And then, for instance, this one we're gonna do like it was this book I'm writing, right? And then so I would be like, okay, like why am I thinking about this right now? Um, okay, yeah, I know I'm supposed to write this book. Um, okay, let's start trying to. My first chapter is gonna be my introduction. Got to consist of and see, and by doing that, like you're grabbing it and then you're dissecting it, right? So I will start thinking about my introduction. What would be some good points? You know what I'm saying? And an overall conclusion, what I'm trying to say on this introduction. Um, so when I'm doing that, now all the other thoughts they're disappearing. They're not bothering me no more. So by the time you know it, you're only thinking about the book. You know what I'm saying? And once you think about the book, once you realize that you're thinking about the book only, then your mind, like you're a lot closer to the delta state, right? So um, you're gonna even stop thinking about, you're just gonna keep going, like thinking about the book, and finally, like your mind is calm. It's not shooting you a whole bunch of ideas, not directions, and you got to keep breathing. By the time this is going, you're not even gonna have to pay attention to you breathing. You know what I'm saying? Because your body's just gonna take over. Like I said, at first it's not gonna be that easy, but like for me, I can go directly and meditate on the subject that I wanna meditate on. I don't have to grab a thought and dissect it and see why I'm thinking that, because I've done this so many times. But for beginners, that's what you got to do. All right. Once you quiet your mind down. See, for me, I call it like I imagine like I'm in a spaceship, right? So when I enter the delta state, like I'm like, all right, I'm in now, like I'm inside now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a spaceship now. And once I say that to my mind, because it's like a game I play with myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just easier. It's little hacks you use. So once I'm like, all right, I'm in the spaceship, then I can go anywhere I want to in space. You know what I'm saying? I can go back in time. I could go in the future. I can go in the present. You know what I'm saying? Um, but most of the time, I really meditate when I talk to God. Or when I'm trying to get answers from Him. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to imagine what He wants me, and see, like whenever people say like, man, God told me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you never like really got a message from God, it's gonna sound crazy, you know what I'm saying? But you learn to ask Him, you know what I'm saying? Ask Him for guidance, you know what I'm saying? And just surrender your mind, you know what I'm saying? And another thing too, um, you're gonna have to whenever you close your eyes, you're gonna have to make them kind of go up and stare like right here, like right. But see, it's actually your pineal gland. And let me put you on game, all right? So what you're really exercising is your pineal gland, right? Your pineal gland, it's an organ that it's just imagine right in between both of your eyes, and like right here. Like if you were to do this, if I was like kind of like in the middle of my head, but a little bit more on this way, right? More onto my eyes. So like right here, right? Just imagine that you're going straight down, right? And then put a finger right here and imagine that you're going straight in. And what like around where both of them will meet, like this one and this point will meet, that's where your pineal gland is located. You know what I'm saying? And see, they've done studies, right? Like on ancient people. You know what I'm saying? Like their yeah, like their brain, like their skulls and stuff. And See, back then, like with the Egyptians and even before them, um, they used to exercise their pineal gland a lot. You know what I'm saying? They used to communicate. They used to communicate telepathically. You know what I'm saying? I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? But I like yeah, like I could do that too. I could do that too with but I have to talk to. I have to have a bond with you. You know what I'm saying? Not like a long, um, not like a long bond, but I have to actually like like feel your essence and acknowledge your energy. That way I can like uh, relay a message to you, right? No matter where you're at. And you guys could do this too. You guys could do this too, but you can only do it when like something um when something drastic happens to one of your family members, close family members, like your brother, your sister, your mom, you know what I'm saying? Your son, whatever. But most people can only do it when they're like close, like immediate family. You ever been somewhere and like something in your mind tells you like, man, something's wrong with your mom, and then like you call her like, hey mom, are you okay? Like I just had this feeling that something happened to you, and she'll be like, oh yeah, I'm fine, but yeah, man, I had a small wreck, somebody wrecked my car and woo, you know what I'm saying? So that was telepathically, you telepathically communicating with your mom without, you know what I'm saying, without no, yeah, just distance didn't matter, none of that. So those are gifts that we need to develop back because we all had them at one point in time. And what I was going to tell you, when they did the study, their pineal gland, it kind of looks like it kind of looks like a bird, like a newborn bird. That's how the that's how it looks, right? That's how the organ looks. Um, but see, the organs from people in ancient times was a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? Was a lot like a healthy chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like a chicken on steroids. You know what I'm saying? And ours, like right now, man, that motherfucker on drugs. Man, I swear that chicken look like he on drugs, like a motherfucker. So yeah, he look real skinny. He look anorexic. You know what I'm saying? And that's because we don't exercise it. And it's an organ. It's like a muscle. Like you can exercise it. So so you already in delta state, right? You already grabbed your thought and you already like dissected it, and you already your mom, you already narrowed it down to one thing only. All right. So now at this point in time, that's when I say like, okay, I'm in the spaceship. Like, where do I want to go, right? And once I know I'm in the spaceship, I'm gonna focus my two eyes. I'm gonna act like I'm looking at the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? And I told you where it was. So I'm gonna do that, and then boom, I'm gonna go wherever I want to go, or I'm gonna get whatever information I want to get. You know what I'm saying? And so I see, like I said, most of the time is when I'm talking to God. I'm trying to get guidance. I'm trying to listen to Him. I'm trying to be intimate with Him. You know what I'm saying? And just like if per se me and you, right, um we start practicing uh communicating with each other telepathically, you know what I'm saying, like on a day-to-day basis. Like say I would tell you like, all right, at night around 11, like by 11 I already be in the delta state, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna shoot you a message, you know what I'm saying? And tomorrow when we conversate, then try to tell me what you think I said. You know what I'm saying? Or what was my message? And you can start off with something simple like say two colors. You know what I'm saying? Was it red or blue? And then just whenever you're in delta state, just imagine the person, imagine his energy, because that's what really you're connecting to. Imagine his energy, and like you could imagine him, the person smiling, or just a time when they were expressing like a good feeling around you. You know what I'm saying? Like picture that in your mind, and then send your message. You know what I'm saying? Like be like, all right, man, the color's gonna be blue. All right, so you better say blue tomorrow. Type stuff, right? And so boom. Um, I don't guarantee success on the first try, but if you do this for a week, I 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get the correct answer. And the more you guys are around each other, and the more you guys try to do this like this, try to do it like exercise it, the more telepathic you guys are gonna be, the more connected you guys are gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So once you're in Delta state and y'all wanna have an intimate relationship with God, that's your chance. You know what I'm saying? But do not listen. Do not send your energy, your thoughts. Do not send them to the God from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Don't, because he's not my God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, made the God in the Bible, and the God in the Bible helped us come about. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you guys have to know this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you nothing bad, and it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to have believed something for so long, and then find out it's, you know what I'm saying, you've been bamboozled. See, I grew up Christian. You know what I'm saying? So it was a habit for me to say that I was Christian. I'm Christian. I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that there's a lot of good juice in the Bible, because I'm telling you, they grabbed a lot of the wisdom, and a lot of the stories were stolen. See, the Bible was, Jesus Christ, right? He died in 33 A.D., right? And the Bible didn't get, it was getting all put together um, to like 325 BC, AD. You know what I'm saying? That's whenever they already had it all edited. You know what I'm saying? Just ask yourself, like, okay, if God was here in the year 1, right, and he started teaching in the year 30, right, and he taught 12 of his friends, right, of his close friends. He taught them the wisdom that he wanted the world to know, right, and he performed his miracles around his people, right. But why didn't the Bible come out right then and there? Then why didn't it come out in 35 A.D.? You know what I'm saying? That would have still been 2 years. So by that time, these people would have had 2 years to write down what he was telling them. You know what I'm saying? Was the message. He didn't. He's not telling them to add anything. You know what I'm saying? They were just supposed to relay the information. So ask yourself, why would they wait 325 years? I don't want to be wrong on this. I think it was either 70 AD when they had it all ready, but they were editing all the way to 325 when Constantine came around. You know what I'm saying? So, so just ask yourself. It doesn't make sense, does it? It don't make sense that if I got you guys around me 24/7 making miracles, and then after I'm gone, y'all supposed to get on your job, and y'all supposed to keep saying my word. But the people in power used Yeshua's image and twisted it, and twisted it into their own things, because he used to teach a lot about like Gnostic text. He used to, and what that means is like you, like empowerment, like your self empowerment, like, and they only say that little piece. You know what I'm saying? That, don't you know that ye are gods? You know what I'm saying? So as above as so below. They give you like, you know, the shit end of the stick, and they hide all the rest of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I actually read all the Enoch books too, 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? And those didn't make it in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the books in the Bible, like Mark, Luke, and John, they really stole all their material from Enoch. You know what I'm saying? So, see, it's been racist stuff going on since you know what I'm saying, since back then. So Oh, and then to get this clear, right? To get this like the right information out there. The first man on Earth, the first Homo sapien was black. Yeah, he was black. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people been on some racist stuff and been trying to suppress my black brothers and sisters. Even though that's not gonna matter no more in this new world because we're gonna be one and we're not gonna be you know what I'm saying, thinking we're superior because of our skin color or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's really the case, blacks was the first kings, blacks was the first, you know what I'm saying? Not to say because the first woman was white, you know what I'm saying? And that's how all the other races came about. And like I say, man, I don't have ego, you know what I'm saying? Like I got rid of that bullshit. And so I'm gonna say the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm gonna say the truth. If I was really expressing myself out of ego, I would have said, nah, well Jesus was Latin too, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. And so, I mean, and not even Jesus, Jeshua. We're gonna get this right, man. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be. See, we're gonna be more elevated beings. So really, these lies, they ain't gonna be able to sell it to us. And what I was gonna tell y'all too, please, there's such thing. La, la, la. There's such thing called the old man syndrome. Don't have that. Don't get yeah, don't get infected by this syndrome. You know what I'm saying? And what it means is this: say I just graduated from architect school, right? But there's this old man that's been bringing them concrete walls for about 24 years, and let's just say I'm 24. You know what I'm saying? So so he's at the job site, right? He before me he had the head position, right? So when I get there, I just graduated with this new technology they were making like the walls, they were putting a styrofoam, kind of like a sandwich, you know what I'm saying? And then they were putting like the framing, you know what I'm saying? Metal, like with metal, right? And then they'll sandwich it with this styrofoam, and then with the cement truck from the top, they will drop all the cement right there, right? And so the aluminum foil is strong enough for it to sustain this weight, you know what I'm saying, until it sits. And so I got a way of putting up this wall in a day, you know what I'm saying? And so I go to the old man and I'm like, hey, look at old man, look, we got to do this right here. And you know what I'm saying? Once I start talking to him and start trying to explain my theory, in his mind, he's not going to want to listen to me because his mind is going to tell him this, man, you you've been doing this job as long as that little dude been alive. Like, man, who does he think he is coming over here trying to tell you how to do this job, man? You've been doing this job longer than he been alive. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm trying to explain to you that this is some new technology, your mind's not listening to me. You know what I'm saying? You're already thinking of what to tell me to go against what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the old man syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Same with religion. When somebody tells you that you've been believing in the wrong God your whole life, that's like your identity. Like you get offended. You get to trying to recite scripture and all type of stuff, but you haven't even done the research. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like even more illiterate than to fight for something that you ain't even looked up yourself just because your mama and the community told you that was it. Then you're gonna say that was it. Then what kind of person are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We gotta be a little bit smarter than that. What I'm telling you, I want you to go look it up. I want you to do this because whenever you look it up whenever you look it up, it's gonna open your mind to reality that much faster. You know what I'm saying? Um, of course, there's people that they don't want to do the work. They rather you tell them. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, let me stop this.